Shalom, Yasharallah. This is your brother Dawadah, coming back at you with this here truth again. First and foremost, I want to give all praise unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHIM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHIM, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone that taught us this truth and that rule well. And salutation and much love for you, Akim, pushing this truth and sincerity on the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. So I want to jump into this here topic, dealing with, the type of folly that our people are into right now. Our people, they set, they look at this here folly basically as if it's, something in high in regard. Our people, the scriptures say, and we'll grab that as well, folly is set in great dignity. People esteem this here folly and this here wickedness that people are doing as something so great. You have things like the, forgot what it's called, the ALS challenges, those little ALS challenges where you have people, dumping water or ice over top of people's head or whatnot. And what's crazy about it is, apparently, to come to find out what the whole thing was about was, you were supposed to donate money to a charity when you go and do this thing. But, people, again, prime example, people see them doing all this here wickedness or this folly, and they go and repeat that same stuff, or you watch Love and Hip Hop or the Bad Girls Club or any of these shows. I don't even know if these shits are still on TV, but you know what I'm talking about, these little shows like the Jersey Shore type of shit, But when dealing with Jersey Shores and all these types of shows, people emulate this and we got to watch this. We got to emulate this. We got to, do the things that they doing because that's the cool thing to do. Yet and still, it's when it comes to, how do you say, so-called constructive or productive things, people don't want to sit there and watch all these things. It's crazy because, people will say that, Jake has a short attention span. They don't want to watch your videos for so long or whatnot. Well, that's really their loss. If the Most High had to ask you about this, you didn't want to sit and watch, especially if you bringing out, straight information the whole time, not just you just sitting there long drawn out, not really saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because I do see some YouTubers, not people in the truth or nothing like that, but some YouTubers or whatnot, they may, have like a live stream going or whatnot. But in the first 20 minutes of the live stream, it's just music playing in the background. I'm like, bruh, I ain't got time to be sitting here waiting on this shit, whatnot. Like, we just want to get to the meat of it or whatnot, But if you got something that's popping back to back to back to back to back, you know what I'm saying? You should be into that, So, people say Jake got a short attention span, but they'll sit there and they'll watch, Scarface, the movie Scarface all day long. You know what I'm saying? That's, hey, two and a half hours of a movie or whatnot, or just some violence and killing and so on and so forth. Jake will sit there and watch that, Jake will sit there and watch, whatever, any of these movies or whatnot, any of this, real hardcore folly. They'll sit there and they'll do that for 1-2 hours, whatnot. They'll sit there and they'll listen to a whole rap album. Well, rap albums down there are a lot shorter. They be having like 12 songs, but regardless, you'll listen to like a whole rap album or whatnot, in your whole day or multiple times, just riding around or whatnot, which could be an hour, 45 minutes, an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours long. But yeah, you can't concentrate and focus in on these here videos, or on the things that's building you up, and we can just take the, the so-called, not the so-called, but we can take the truth out of it. Again, you'll sit there and you'll watch a 2-hour-long violent ass movie about some things going on or whatnot, but you wouldn't sit in, watch a 2-hour documentary about something, how to better your life, or how to get into, whatever, you may be lacking in life. Maybe, you're not doing so well financially in life because you don't really know the financial system, but you won't sit there like, oh, nah, bro, I can't sit here and watch this for too long or whatnot, or like, remember way before I came into the truth, like just looking back, this is just the path that I was on, but way before I was into the truth, I used to actually sit there and watch C-SPAN and see what was going on C-SPAN. It's basically they in court all day, and they just showing you what's going on, how they passing laws or whatnot. But I was, and also watching different news and finding out about these different countries and just, more like global news and stuff like that, worldwide news, and learning and watching documentaries on certain things, militaries and histories of countries and so on and so forth, going into all these different documentaries of just certain things, whereas, Jake would be like, I don't know how you could watch this or you could watch that for so long and this and that. And I'm like, and it's crazy to me. I'm like, but you'll sit here and watch stuff that's going to pollute your mind. It's not going to give you anything in life. You sitting here watching, hell, the Super Bowl. You sat there and watched the Super Bowl all night long, but you can't watch a video that's going to edify you, save your soul. You can't, or again, you can't even watch something financially literate to get you out of your financial problem, but yeah, you complain about you being broke. And I keep going back to that scenario because that's like the same thing we got going on here. You can't even, again, you'll sit here and watch some violent stuff that's taken away from your life, watch the Super Bowl or whatnot, get drunk, lose some bet money, whatnot. But you won't sit there and watch a financial documentary about how to get your finances right or whatnot so you can stop living paycheck to paycheck, to level up in life, but you'll be stuck in that one scenario. You know, you'll never watch what you need to watch to get salvation economically, right? Same with this here truth, man. Because the videos are out there, but you know, people be like, oh, Jake got a short attention span. But yet and still, you know, Jake will sit there and you know, we all are guilty of this. You know, I know sometimes that when brothers may send a link of it, be, you know, sometimes people be catching judgment or whatever, whatnot. They'll send a link off of World Star, you know, and I have to watch myself on World Star because I'll be to scroll down to the bottom at, like, you know how YouTube got the recommended videos, and I'll click on another one and another one. Before I know it, I've been watching damn World Star for like an hour, and I'm like, wait a minute, you know, I'm just wasting my time here just looking at folly all day long, you know. But nevertheless, you know, this is the same thing. You know, some people binge watch. You know, I see people do this all the time. They'll sit there and they'll binge watch on their phones, Netflix, YouTube, or whatever, whatnot. But the things that they're watching is not edifying. You know, you binge watching seasons of X, Y, and Z. Samantha the Teenage Witch. What's that other witch show? Charmed and shit. You'll watch the whole season of Charmed all day long about witches and wizards, but you won't even watch, you know, a 30-minute video about the truth. You know, you won't even watch it. You won't even watch a 15-minute video about the truth. You know, you try to show our people, well, what's the point? Get to the point. Get to the point. You know, you try to go through and bring out scriptures or whatever, whatnot to people. Well, what's the point? We just want to get to the point. You know, but ultimately, this is because why? First of all, they blinded. But second of all, you have to understand it. You know, in this here society, they put up on the pedestal doing wickedness. You know, if you want to do righteousness, they move you out the way. You know, again, like we on the highways and the byways, people have problems with us out there preaching you the truth, you know, trying to save your life. But if we was on the corners trying to sell our CD, rapping, selling drugs, doing whatever, playing the drums on the corner, people would stand by and be, you know, hearkening in hours on end, you know. But they come by, oh, I got to go. I got somewhere to go. I got this and that to go do, man. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, they don't never have time for the Lord, man. They don't have time to do nothing productive or constructive to build themselves up. But then yet and still, they wonder why they still in the same positions that they're in. All right. So we're going to start here in the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 22. It says, how long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and the fools hate knowledge? You know, now I could think about a couple different scenarios. I was talking to a couple of the brothers the other night about the little Boosie situation. You know, we just conversing through the spirit or whatever, whatnot, you know, and we talking. I was like, damn, man, you know, recapping certain things that went on through the week, because, hey, January was one hell of a month, you know, talking about this and that. Did you see what Diddy was talking about at the Grammys or whatever, whatnot, you know, certain, you know, just dealing, not, you know, not on no hip-hop gossip, but just, you know, discerning and filtering these things through the spirit, you know. And then also I was like, man, these niggas, you know, when you go up against the establishment like that and you in them positions and you already sold out, you took an oath, 9 times out of 10 they're gonna come get you about that, you know. And you know, we was discussing this. It was like, shit, in the spirit, man, the Lord is really laying down, you know, these idols amongst Israel right now, man. You had the Kobe Bryant situation. You have a couple of these different people that was really just lambasted about this. You had was it Aaron Rodgers? You had what's your Aries Spears? You know, you have all these different people going on, you know, that came up in the news or whatever, whatnot. And I happened to be speaking on Lil Boosie, and I was like, man, Lil Boosie gonna probably be next, bro, because you done made it, you know, to the minute of the Lord's target site. You know, once they start, man, once the minute of the Lord, you know, you catch wind about that, you might want to watch yourself, man, because the Lord is casting judgment out on your ass, man, and something bad gonna happen to your ass right after, man. We've seen this happen plenty of times before, man. All right, couple of your celebrities, and you wonder why some of these niggas is dead. You know, like your boy Ricky Harris came by scoffing at the minute of the Lord. Then next thing you know, this I gotta wash my mouth because I don't want them to be, you know, canceling this channel out. But you have Ricky Harris, he wound up getting put to death right afterwards. You know, you had Mike Epps, you know. I believe him and Mike Epps was doing a skit together. Matter of fact, and Mike Epps, you ain't really seen him on nothing since then. You know, he pretty much got blackballed and all out, and they've been clowning him about all kind of crazy stuff, you know. So, hey, you wound up in a target site. But nevertheless, speaking on a little Boosie situation, you know, because you'll see him, he'll have these little videos up online or whatever, whatnot, but it's basically a video of him, and it's not even his video, right? Well, he made the video, right? Let's say he was going live on one of these little apps, right? And somebody else screen recorded the whole thing, right? Then that person, let's just say it was me, right? Let's say I'm watching a little Boosie live stream, right? And I screen record his whole thing, and then I go on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, and upload his situation. All right, and I'm saying all that to say this because if it was me uploading Lil Boosie stuff, I'm not going to get as many hits as if Lil Boosie himself was uploading it, because more people know who he is and know his little handle than they know mine. I'm getting views on my channel because I done posted him, you know, his stream on my channel, and people just, oh shit, a Lil Boosie stream, right? But nevertheless, saying all that to say this, yo, like I happened to see that one where he's talking about the pork situation, and I don't know if that was on his channel. don't know where that was at, if that was him speaking or if he was doing an interview with somebody, but nevertheless, it don't matter. You know, nevertheless, I was making a point of, let's say if it was somebody else's channel who just re-uploaded the situation, they still had like 40, 50,000 views on this. You see what I'm saying? And again, this is just like me getting 40, 50,000 views on my channel because I re-uploaded Lil Boosie's live stream, you know. So if I got 50,000, he probably got 1 million views because they all know him and they got the notification from when he went live, right? But nevertheless, you know, you'll see all these people tune in and speak about that or whatever, whatnot, about Lil Boosie eating some pork and how he can't, you know, survive without eating pork or whatever, whatnot, you know. But nevertheless, you know, you get 40, 50,000, 100,000 views on that type of stuff. But getting still, you know, we don't get that many views on our videos, you know. People love seeing that. They love seeing people. And what was Lil Boosie talking about? Some, I got to eat pork. God gonna have to understand if I'm hungry, what you want me to do? I'm gonna eat some pork. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, pork is not the only food that's on the planet Earth, man. You know, Jake is real simple, man. All right, Jake act like, bruh, Jake act like the abominable foods is the only food that you can eat on the planet Earth, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, really out of my, you know, like, not to say my diet, but the biblical diet or whatever, whatnot, like, man, I ain't really had to cut out too many things in my diet to begin with, you know, the pork, shellfish, basically, you know, basically it. You know what I'm saying? Pork, shellfish. You know what I mean? I wasn't really all that big on shellfish at the while anyway, you know, because that was, you know, something we wasn't really having crabs all the time because that was kind of expensive or whatever, whatnot. But shit, I can live without pork. You know what I'm saying? Hey, they ain't no big of a deal. But getting still, you know, our people, they act like that's the only thing to eat, man. Like, you got chicken, you got beef, you got turkey, you can eat all of this. You know what I'm saying? And there are lawful fish that you can eat as well, too, man. You know, but nevertheless, you know, Jake will act like, oh, no, I got to have this, and that, you know. Like, well, if you go over to China or whatever, whatnot, they try to serve you up some dog, some rat, some cat. You be acting like, nah, bro, I ain't going to eat that. I'll be a vegetarian today, man. I just want the greens or whatever, whatnot, you know. Give me the vegetables, you know. But nevertheless, again, like I was saying about this here video, you'll get, you know, thousands and thousands and thousands of people watching this, binge watching it every day. Every time they go live, they just sitting there tuned in. 1 hour, 2 hours on in. And some of these people that be doing this, they'll just be on the damn YouTube, just looking at the damn screen, smoking, and reading the little comments that go by and say, what's up, y'all? What's going on? And, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, bro, like, you see what I'm saying? But Jake loved watching that all day long, man. But this is not going to really be an excuse for you because in the end all be all, like, look what you was dedicating your time to the whole time. The same amount of time and energy you was putting into watching that folly, all right, you could have been actually edifying your spirit, man. All right, but nevertheless, this is, let me go back up. Where is it? Proverbs 1:22. It says, how long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity? All right. Jake is super simple, man. And all they love is just basically folly and simplicity, man. You know what I'm saying? Again, they'll get dressed up, spend all this here money, and go have a, you know, a Super Bowl party, whatever, whatnot, to see a bunch of men throwing a pork skin ball, an abominable ball around the damn Coliseum and smashing on each other, but getting still, you know, they'll spend money to go, you know, to watch that, get food, have a party, whatever, whatnot, go get super drunk, get smashed, all kind of crazy stuff. Hell, might even spend thousands of dollars to go get tickets to go see this, getting still, they won't watch none of the videos. They won't come out to the camps, the highways and the byways, none of that. Oh, I'm always busy for that. I'm busy. I'm too busy for this. But yet and still, you can go and find you a way to go out here and go partake in all this here madness, man. You always find a way to go out here with this here madness, but yet you never have time for the truth, man. All right, you know, and look, that's because in this here society, all this here wickedness is put up into a high place, man. All right, and you can see this in all kind of ways. Like when we on the highways and the byways, we just reading out of the scriptures, telling our people to get off of drugs, stop selling drugs, stop killing, stop being all violent or whatever, whatnot. People hate us in the streets, but yet and still, you could be a hip hop artist, all right, on the side of the road, and you know, you handing out your little mixtape and your flyers or whatever, whatnot, and on your flyer, it's you standing over top of a headstone and, you know what I'm saying, 2 pistols in your hand or whatever, whatnot, like you just killed somebody. You know what I'm saying? And all in your rap songs, murder, murder, kill, kill, kill. This is all you talk about, man. Drugs, murder, kill, thoughts, and smashing other people's wives and stuff like that. This is, you know, what they promote, and they love this type of stuff, man. All right, but getting still, when it comes to the truth, bro, we don't want to hear all of that, man. We ain't even into all that or whatever, whatnot, you know? But that's these simple people over here, man. But then when the Lord come in and start destroying them, you know what I'm saying? Hey, they gonna be like, well, how come God, you know, I don't think that's fair. How God gonna, nah, man, when the Most High got his men out here making their bodies a living sacrifice, you know, in the cold winter, all right, in the hot sun, all right, in all the elements, man. We out there in all the elements, man, all right? Yet and still, you know, our people don't want to hearken. We out there piping into you, but you don't want to dance. You see what I'm saying? Let me go from oh wait, I was gonna make another who was that oh, one of the brothers has sent out this here picture of these, because this is like a rise of these Edomites right now that's taking all these pictures being all funny about stuff with this coronavirus, you know. And they saying that right now sales is going out, you know, going through the roof for like gas masks and things like that. Not because people are scared and panicking, no, because people want to go on and take pictures with this. You know, they had like the brother, like I said, the brother has sent us a picture where you got a bunch of these Edomites posing for a picture. You know, they all, it's like all fun and games. You know, the brother's like, it's all fun and games. Yeah, until that judgment come down, you know. But nevertheless, same thing with our people, man. Our people sitting over here, you know, we had a scenario like this happen over the weekend at camp, man. All right, trying to tell Jake, he all in his feelings and all hurt because we trying to tell him the Most High finna deliver you, take you up out of captivity, make you the richest people on the face of the earth, make everybody else on the face of the earth bow down and worship you, basically. You know what I'm saying? But you offended by that. You see what I'm saying? But yet and still, this same person, all right, will go out and go do all kind of well, he said it out of his own mouth. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna get into all of the mess he was into, but nevertheless, you see what I'm saying? They want to be in this here folly, you know? Oh, I don't bow down to nobody, but yet the black woman is God. Well, you bowing down to a woman, yet you see them. I don't even want to get into all of that. I don't even want to get into all that. But nevertheless, this is how simple our people are, man. They love this here simplicity, man. Stupid shit, you know? It's all fun and games until the judgment come around, man. Just like the brother was saying with that coronavirus situation. Yeah, all these Edomites over here posing with their gas masks to get these likes on Instagram because that's the cool thing to do. On Facebook, got all these people liking your picture because that's the cool thing to do. Until your ass, you know what I'm saying? It's all fun and games till one of y'all asses get coronavirus and you start throwing blood up and shit like that. Then you want somebody, oh, pray for me, y'all pray for me. You know, same thing. Something happened to Lil Boosie. Let's just say Lil Boosie, you know, have a stroke, a heart attack, go into a coma, become a vegetable. Guess what everybody gonna say? Pray for Lil Boosie. You know what I'm saying? Just like when he was in jail, they had a little campaign, Free Boosie. You know, it's all fun and games till that judgment come down on your ass. Then you want some remorse, man. But ultimately, 2/3 of our people gonna be cut off because they like this here simplicity, man. All right, we're gonna go from there to the book of Ecclesiasticus or Ecclesiastes, Salat. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 5 and 6. It says, there is an evil which I've seen under the sun, and an error which proceedeth from the ruler. All right, because like where is it at? Proverbs. No, it's not a Proverbs 21:1. It's Ecclesiasticus chapter 10, verse 1. All right, basically, you know, roughly paraphrasing, I don't want to make this video too long, but roughly paraphrasing, in the book of Ecclesiasticus, or the book of Sirach, you know, it basically goes into, you know, the people are how the king is. You know, if the king is on some BS, then the people gonna be on some BS. You know, if the king is corrupt and doing all kind of madness, the people gonna be like that, man. So if the king or the rulers over here, or the people, you know, your so-called how do you say it, your so-called peers, if they doing this here madness, they not checking you, what you think is gonna roll on down, man? They letting everybody just do whatever they want to do over here, and they're like, well, hey, you ain't like that. You know, you seeing these adults out here doing the same thing. You see these adults out here looking like grown kids, you know, big old kids doing all the same stuff kids is doing, you know, over there taking selfies and so on and so forth, just like the kids are, and wondering why the kids are growing up the same way, man. Everybody's corrupt out here, man. This is the one thing that they do all day and all night long, man. Inside your pocket, man, you got like basically, you know, how I want to put it, you know, you got a miracle device in your pocket, man. You know, you can find salvation on that device there in your pocket. But guess what? The majority of you people, not the people watching these videos, but the majority of our people out there are going to wind up using this here device in their pocket to destroy themselves, you know, all day long watching twerking videos. You know what I'm saying? All day long. Bro, there's so many different people and so many different videos of all kind of different people doing all kind of different stuff on YouTube. Not just YouTube, just all these different sites or whatever, whatnot. 'Cause you got Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, or whatever, whatnot. You got all these people doing all kind of crazy stuff on the internet, and they getting views left and right. All right, not saying we complaining about or jealous because they getting views, we don't get views or whatever, whatnot. Now our views, we happy with our views because we know it's the elect that's actually getting it, you know. But nevertheless, you have all these people over here getting views all day long. You got people sitting here watching. You know, I remember like in my job now, there's this guy that was working with me or whatever. Matter of fact, at a couple of my different jobs that I had, man. these dudes, they be coming up to me trying to show me their phone. What is it? Instagram. It's either Instagram or the other one that's like Instagram. But anyway, Twitter. It's one of them two, right? But nevertheless, you know, these guys would be showing me their little Instagrams or their Twitters or whatever, whatnot, just scrolling through there, just looking at all these women, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, whatnot, just showing their body, twerking or whatever, whatnot, just half naked on there, whatever, whatnot. Now, don't get me wrong, I like all of that shit, you know what I'm saying? But I want my woman in the bedroom to be doing that. I don't want, like, there's a complete difference if, like, put it this way, you know, any real man can say this, like, yo, like, you know, in a strip club or whatever, whatnot. You might go to a strip club and throw some money on the bitches at the strip club or whatever, whatnot. But let that be your daughter up there, your mama up there, your sister up there, or your woman up there. Be like, nah, we ain't having this. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, there's a difference. You see what I'm saying? Be like, it's, nah. You know, we could do this behind closed doors. You know, we ain't saying that we like men or nothing like that, or we don't like women or nothing. That ain't, don't get that confused. But there's just a way of doing certain things. You know what I'm saying? There's a way of carrying yourself, you know, like, I like all of my male friends and, you know, the brothers that's in the camp or whatever, whatnot, but I don't want to see them walking around naked. You see what I'm saying? That'd be like, nah, brother, you got to cover up or whatever, whatnot. You know, I don't want to see your nakedness. You know, that's against the law, first and foremost. But second of all, I don't even want to see that shit. I'm not into all that. So therefore, you know, I'm good with that, you know? Just like there's certain visuals you don't want to see somebody getting, you know, some kind of open heart surgery. You might not want to see that. There's a time and a place for that, you know? But nevertheless, you know, you have all these Instagram models and these women on there. And really, it's just, oh, man, it's an abomination, man. When you really start psychologically thinking about all this, it's like, okay, so homegirl got this low self-esteem or whatever, whatnot. So she's doing this to raise up her self-esteem, to get a little bit of attention, all right, because she never got the attention. Now she actually got these guys giving her attention. But then these people call these guys thirsty. Like, what the fuck you mean they thirsty? She's showing this. That's like, motherfucker, you got a car dealership, and they like, yo, we going to give y'all the best deal ever. Just come down here, sign your name on the dotted line, and we going to give you the car free. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, whatnot. Or we got this kind of deal or whatever, whatnot. You know, all the best deal on whatever store. And you go down in there, you know what I'm saying? Or you go in the mall or the Walmart or whatever store, you know. Everything is on sale. Everything has got to go. Everything, there's a discount on everything. You know, you in the store or whatever, whatnot, you know, you asking the people, because they don't have the prices on there. You know, they're like, well, how much is this? How much is that? How much is this? And they be like, damn, is you broke? Like, why you always asking how much everything is? Well, first of all, y'all said everything was on sale. Then you said that, you know what I'm saying, you know, everything has to go, you know what I'm saying, and you don't have any price tags on anything. So I'm you know, inquisitive about this. I kind of want to know what's going on about it. Don't make it seem like I'm super needy or nothing like that. But like, yo, don't put it on sale. Don't put it on display if I can't go over there and look at it. You know, you gotta, you know, you go into the shoe store, the shoes all up on the rack. You know what I'm saying? And you pick up some shoes. Hey, can I see this in such and such size? And then the people all get mad, like, bro, why you gotta touch the shoes? Why you gotta ask to try the shoes on? Like, don't y'all want me to buy the shoes? Like, you so needy. Like, I'm not needy. I came to the store because I wanted to buy something. You don't call customers needy and stuff like that. They're not begging for nothing or nothing like that. There's a difference. You see what I'm saying? But, hey, this is how they had this here society set forth, man. All right? Because, hey, let me read it again. Ecclesiastes 6 and, well, I didn't even read this verse yet. But let me go back to verse 5. There's an evil which I have seen under the sun, and error which proceedeth from the ruler. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low places. All right. But nevertheless, you know, that's talking about, you know, how do you say, Revelation 2:9 say, I know thy poverty, thy tribulation, but thou art rich. All right. You know, we at the bottom of the bottom of the barrel, man. That's why I say, man, we got the real truth, the thing that's going to get you saved through this here destruction, but getting still people look at us like, well, we ain't shit. We ain't nothing. Oh, we lame. We don't want to watch our videos. We want to watch something more entertaining or something better than this and that. Oh, y'all life is just lame or whatever, whatnot. People look at us like we some lame ducks or whatever, whatnot. But the things that they doing, I'm like, bruh, like, you know, like, and I can literally see, you know, discern a lot of different spirits and stuff like that. Why people do certain things and so on and so forth. Just like, yo, like you damn near halfway a psychologist in this shit. Like, okay, I can see what you're doing and why you doing this and so on and so forth. You're wearing all these bright colors and all this extra stuff for the attention. You lacking attention. This is what you want. Now you getting the attention. You want to act like, why they looking at me like, whatever, whatnot. So you don't really even know how to handle all these things. You know, you torn between these things, you know, and yet and still you want the attention. When people give you attention, you know, you've been programming this society to kind of push them off, you know, and then you wonder why you don't got no man at home or no good relationship or whatever, whatnot, you know. You all destroyed this whole thing because of why, man? It says, folly is set in great dignity and the rich sit in low places, man. If we was just to be straight open with one another with certain things or whatever, whatnot, and not lie about a lot of things, because you have all these people on these different outlets or whatever, whatnot, you know, they behind a facade or whatever, whatnot, you know, they got this fake image that's up, you know, and then they want people to love them for who they are or whatever, whatnot, but you got all this here folly set up, you know, let's just say, for instance, you got I don't know about a Facebook page, but let's just say you got a dating page on a dating site, right? And you're just a regular plain Jane person. You just regular person, man. Or let's just say you in the truth, right? That type of person, right? You know, you just want to be open, honest. You know what I'm saying? You ain't trying to fuck nobody over or do nothing, all this extra stuff, not materialistic and all that extra, so on and so forth, you know? You are these type of people, but yet you a good person. Like, no, I can, you know, we can, you know, I'm not finna be sitting over here doing all this foolishness with you. I don't got time to be playing the little games or nothing like that. You know, I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying, get me in a relationship and everything can just be good from there. You know, I don't want to be all with the drama and so on and so forth and yelling and screaming. You know, if you ain't like this, I actually dated a girl like this one time before. You know, she was mad because I don't want to, like, she would do little small stuff just to get a reaction out of me. Like, why you ain't tripping about this and tripping about, like, bitch, I don't, first of all, and this was way back in the world, like, I didn't even care about her like that to even, you know, I was like 20, I think I was 20 or 21. I was like, I'm living my life right now. I ain't got time for all that extra miss. But nevertheless, you know, you want all these types of things. Why can't you just be open, you know? Like, in that scenario, you wanted the drama, whatever, whatnot, because you would feel like, oh, I care about you, whatever, whatnot. But like, you could just ask me straight out, and I can answer you straight out. We could not be beating around the bush. But there's a lot of scenarios and things that go around like that because there's these facades up. You know, you see these so-called good-looking women out here in the streets, the clubs, on the internet or whatever, whatnot, and you try to holler at them, then you find out that, oh, they ain't like that at all. They super fake. Everything is fake about them. Like, well, if she would have showed you her natural self and she could have just been her, I would have probably liked you for who you were, not the image that I see. And once you take that image off, I don't like you no more. All right? Or in these here videos, man, again, you got all this here folly that's going around in all these videos on the YouTubes or whatever, whatnot, you know, and people ain't really saying nothing about it. They just keep going on and on with it, you know? Well, if, you know, the way to get on and get the bag is to sit here and do something. I remember they said, there's this rapper, Lil Baby or the Baby, one of these baby guys, right? Homeboy wanted putting his pamper on and walking around just basically in his pamper. You know what I'm saying? They was like, well, he did it for attention to get his name, you know, popping at least, and he gonna go back on his thug thistle or whatever, whatnot, you know? And it's like, see, you got to do some folly for people to even listen to your music. Now, let's just say you are a good artist, a good rapper, and you do got good music. People would actually like you if they heard you. Why you got to pull some kind of publicity stunt like that just for people to look at you, man? Why can't your own strength or your own merit will hold you over, man? Because that's not the society that we live in over here, man. All right, I'm going to read it one more time. Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich is set in low places, all right? And at the same time, man, like with my channel now, they got my my main channel under suspension right now because of, you know, they talking about hate speech or whatever, whatnot, or whatever, you know, same thing. Because really, you know, and the topic that I was going into was how they was being cut by this here word, all right, and how, you know, they hypocrites talking about so on and so forth. And basically they being cut by this here word, and that was the video they wound up flagging. But I knew that they was messing with my channel because they had then hit me with a couple other things. They weren't strikes, but they hit me with some couple other things saying that my videos wasn't marked for non-child friendly or whatever, whatnot. Like, all my videos are marked like that. So what are you talking about, you know? But nevertheless, you know, they'll suspend my channel for bringing out this here truth, you know, and call it hate speech, you know. But then they'll let all this hip hop and rap be on a YouTube talking about killing, murdering, sleeping with other people's wives. You know, prime example, Tupac, Hit Him Up. All right, look that song up. Tupac, Hit Him Up. If that's not, you know, a violent hate speech type of a song, you know, a message that's going across. And how did that actually end? All right, both of those guys that was involved in that scenario are both dead. You know, now, not to say that their deaths had to do with anything to do with each other, you know, but nevertheless, you know, the things they was talking about wound up leading them to their own demise. All right, but yet and still, you know, you got Tupac with the Hit 'Em Up song. Biggie had a song, What's Beef? He also had another song, You're Nobody Till Somebody Kills You, you know? All these types of things. A lot of these songs was like that, you know? But nevertheless, they'll let those songs get online, get millions and millions and millions and millions of views, put commercials on there so they be monetized, all right? But yet and still, you know, they'll flag our videos and shut down our pages for bringing out this here truth. We don't monetize our videos. We don't ask for no commercials to be put on our videos or anything like that, man. And all we're doing is bringing out this here truth throughout the scriptures, all right? Reading news articles and filtering them through the scriptures, all right? But nevertheless, they look at that as if it's some kind of evilness, some kind of hate speech, something that's really harming and hurting people. What about the women that's on the YouTube and the world start twerking and all this and that, you know, showing you how to uh, uh, do drugs and do all. You could probably learn all kind of crazy stuff on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? All kind of stuff, man. All kind of wicked stuff and how to do wickedness. You know, shit, the knockout challenge. You know, these types of things is going on. Somebody see somebody do something kind of funny. There's this guy Boom Gang, right, who be running around robbing people, slapping people, doing all kind of crazy stuff. People like that type of stuff, man. All right, they want to watch that. They'll let them be on the internet all day long doing that kind of stuff all day long, but yet and still they cut us off, you know, and our people don't want to watch us, you know, ultimately because they blinded. This the truth ain't for them. But just in this you know, a show of how this actually works out, our people love simplicity, man, and they set folly in great and high places. Basically, you're like, yo, you basically on top. You really the man. You the coolest guy on the block. If you do the more folly you do, Tekashi 6ix9ine, prime example. He ain't famous for his music and he a dope rapper and this and that. He'll tell you that he ain't no dope rapper or nothing like that. And he can't really rap like that or whatever, whatnot. That's why he don't freestyle. But the thing that got him super famous was what? All that folly on the internet, man. Doing all these crazy things, calling people out and so on and so forth. You know, but where did that lead him? Right into prison, man. All right. How many of you people was woke up that you was an Israelite from that dude right there, man? You see what I'm saying? But how many people had their eyes onto that person, man? All right. But this is what's set up in a high place here in this here place, Babylon. But mainly amongst our people, man. Our people love this here, the simple shit, the simple life, man. And when I say simple, basically folly. They love bullshit. They love being in some bullshit, man. They'll sit there and tell you about all this. You know, it's crazy because people will be like, well, this is actually a bad example because ultimately it's just the spirit. You know, it's not because we memorize these things. Some scriptures we actually do memorize. But for the most part, when precepts come to us, it's not that we remember where these precepts are. And it's nothing like that. It's literally just a spirit. It just pop up right into our mind, right then and there, you know what I'm saying, so on and so forth at the point in time, you know. But people will ask us, how do y'all remember these scriptures or whatever, whatnot? Well, first of all, because we read through these scriptures all the time, back to back to back to back to back. How do you know every word to that hip-hop song? Oh, because you didn't listen to that song over and over and over and over again. So now you can sing the song without missing the beat. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, our people sit there and watch hip-hop songs, learn all the lyrics to all of that. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to do all these intricate dances or whatever, whatnot off the YouTube. But yet and still, they don't know who they are. They don't know that the Lord's going to come back to try to save his elect in the 1/3 and destroy the 2/3. They don't know that Esau and his kingdom is about to go down, but yet they still want to party. You know, that's all that they want to wind up doing over here, man. All right, because why? They want to stay in this here folly, man. And again, people don't accept you if you don't want to be in a folly with them. If you don't want to go out and go do the folly that they out there doing, you know what I'm saying? If you think that that's kind of weird, nah, because I don't want to do none of that. What you mean you don't want to go play in Walmart? What you mean you don't want to go get drunk and go run through Walmart? First of all, I'm way too old for that. Second of all, bro, that don't even sound like nothing I would want to do, bro. Because if I get arrested inside a Walmart or some dumb shit, bro, nah, bro, the hell I look like. But yet and still, hey, this is the type of stuff that people like doing, man. All right, this is the things that Jake put up highly esteem in this here society, man. All right. Let me go to the book of oh, okay, I got you. This is the book of well, let me just get to the point. It says Exodus 23:2. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many to wrest judgment. All right. So just because everybody else is doing this is a new cool thing, you know, and it's crazy because people will look at you kind of funny if you say, oh, I don't got a Facebook, I ain't got an Instagram, I ain't got no Twitter, or I ain't got no Snapchat or whatever, whatnot, you know, or, you know, like for me, myself, shit, I done been off of Facebook since there was still a MySpace. You see what I'm saying? So I've never had no Instagram account, never had no Twitter account, never had no Snapchat account or whatever types of accounts that's out there, right? So people are like, oh, you don't know what that is? You don't know what this is? This is such and such in a filter. Like, B, I'm not into all of that stuff, man. Oh, man, you falling behind. You ain't got this and you ain't got that. Or people look at you weird because you ain't got the newest iPhone. Oh, you an Android user or whatever, whatnot. Like, see, y'all following this here multitude to go do wickedness, you know? Or you just a monkey see, monkey do type situation. Just because they doing it, you going to go and do it, you know? You're doing whatever the trends and the fads are, you know? But yet and still, you know, you following the wicked to go do evil, man. All right, you just following everybody else basically to go do the same wickedness that they doing, man. just because they there's a lot of different things that is so I don't even know if I want to speak on this, but back in the days, you know what I'm saying, when I was growing up, going into high school and shit like that, maybe I just didn't know about this, but I didn't really hear about this all like that. But when I was in high school and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, like the most that people was really doing was like, you know, besides just regular sex was just like oral sex, right? But now they got people over here with all kind like, bro, they be like, bro, if you're not into no anal, if you ain't trying to eat some anal or some shit like that, bro, you ain't popping, you ain't cool. Like, shit, I'd be a corny motherfucker today. Cause you know what I'm saying? But this is what the trend is. You know, you got people rapping about this, singing about this or whatever, whatnot, and so on and so forth. And then people hear this and they think, just look at the youth. You know, what the youth think, and they grow up and they start seeing, like, if they grew up and everybody was doing this since they was a youth, I guess that's what we gonna do. You know, and you never sit there and think of how nasty what you're doing is, you know, how nasty it is, or maybe this isn't right, or why are we even doing it? So what are the origins of these things? Just like Christmas, Thanksgiving, you just grew up and everybody else was doing it, so you kept doing it. You never asked why people was doing it or what it really means. You just, hey, fuck it, I'm gonna just keep doing it too. You know, but nevertheless, you have all these people doing the same thing because everybody else is doing the same stuff, man. All right. Again, you have people doing these knockout challenges. One of the things is this, I don't know what challenge this is, but it's basically women giving like oral sex to certain objects, right? Whether it be cucumbers, bananas. Hell, I even seen one woman put a gas pump down in her throat, man. You see what I'm saying? Like, bruh. Now, first of all, if your ass wound up choking on something, all right, and wound up dying, you see what I'm saying? There was this movie my sister used to watch about these chicks. Anyway, these chicks was either playing a prank or doing something and wound up putting this jawbreaker in this girl's mouth or whatever, whatnot, one of their friends' mouth or whatever, and wound up getting stuck in her throat and she wound up dying off of it, right? So imagine that, you know, you over here playing with this here cucumber in your mouth, this banana in your mouth, this gas nozzle in your mouth, all or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Some gas go down in your throat. And, hey, now you didn't ingest the gas. You know what I'm saying? Or you didn't choke on this damn banana or whatever, whatnot, or whatever. You see what I'm saying? You wind up dying or something like that. You get it stuck in the middle of your throat. All this for what? Attention, clout, internet. So you can be like, oh, I did this and I did that, man. All right, you know how, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you should want to be way more of a rare breed in this here society, man. It's a lot easier. You know what I'm saying? Well, I would say it's a lot easier to be rare in this here society and of higher value than these other people. I'll be trying to tell some of the younger people, you know, like my relatives, these things too. Like, look, man, I know y'all young and the cool thing now, you know, especially for y'all women and some of y'all guys to get your whole bodies tatted up. But I'm telling you now, this here fad is going to pass by. You know what I'm saying? If you, because everybody got tats all over their whole body. They all look like Lil Wayne. You know, when you get a little older or whatever, whatnot, there's people that's going to really highly value people without all these tattoos all over their body, man. All right. Or, you know, women who didn't have kids at a young age. There's going to be men that's going to value women. Now, I don't fuck with no women with no kids and none of this X, Y, and Z. You know, same way with men. Or now I don't want no man that's got no kids or whatever, whatnot, you know, or whatever it is. You know, there's certain things that everybody else is doing just because everybody else is doing it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, just because they doing it, that's the new trend or whatever, whatnot, don't mean you got to go and do it, man. All right. You should just you should want to be the rare person in the scenario. Just like, hey, the men of the Lord and this here truth, man. All right. We the only beacons of light in this whole world of darkness, man. There's gross darkness covering the whole people, man. All right. But what? We those small little beacons of light, man. We the very rare. That's why it's the smallest percentage, you know, amongst the Israelites. All right. You know, the 144,000 is at 0.1%. You know, you got 33%. Is going 33.3% is going to get saved. All right. Being the 1/3. All right. And then the other two parts, the 33 and 33, you know, you take a circle and you divide it into 3 halves, you get 33.3, 33.3, 33.3 give you 99.9%, right? So if 1/3 of it is 33.3% and the other 2/3 is going to want to be put to death, that's 66.6%. All right, you left with that 0.1%, right? That's the 144,000 out of the children of Israel. But how much more of that number, that and the 1/3 to the whole, like, what, 7.5 billion people on the face of the earth, man? All right, so, you know, the men of the Lord and the 1/3 in this here truth, man, is a real rarity amongst the rest of these people, man. All right. I want to grab anything else. Might want to close out right there. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna grab one more thing after this. This is Proverbs 5:21. For the ways of a man are before the eyes of Yahawah, and he pondereth all his doings. So the Lord see everything that you're doing. His iniquity shall take the wicked himself, and he shall beholden with the cords of his sin. He shall die without instruction, and in the greatness of his folly he shall go astray. So guess what, man? You know, you have a lot of these people that's out here being foolish, doing a lot of foolish things, and trying to get this viral video going viral. Go on YouTube, look up shocking last moments before somebody died videos and stuff like that, where people trying to do certain things. I remember I seen this one video, this guy who always would go up to these skyscrapers or whatnot, these tall places, and go off the edge and basically just hang off the edge, you know what I'm saying? Climb over the edge and just be hanging from the tips of his fingers, you know? Videotaping, taking selfies real high up in the air, no cords, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? He was doing this for all these views or whatnot, getting this here popularity. And then one day he was trying this shit and was up on this big old high-rise building or whatever, like a skyscraper building. You know what I'm saying? Doing the same old thing, trying to get his views up. Yeah, you got to do it for the gram. You know, posing for the gram or whatever it was he was uploading to. But anyway, it probably was YouTube because that's where I seen it at. And it was a video. But anyway, we was watching him as he was up there doing his little thing. And we was watching him as he was struggling, trying to get back up on the side of the building. And we was watching him when he couldn't hold on no longer. And we was watching him when his ass fell down to the ground and splattered on the side of the road, man. Well, you couldn't see him hit the ground, but nevertheless, you could see him struggling and look in his face. Like, yeah. So you want to be foolish over here, like, yo, you know better. You shouldn't be hanging off the side of this here cliff, bro. Like, you know better, man. Take anybody up on the side of the edge of a high-rise building, you know what I'm saying, and see what their reaction gonna be. They go, oh, I'm scared. Why are you scared? I'm scared I'm gonna fall off. If I fall off, that ain't gonna be good. So you knew you weren't supposed to be up there. You knew you weren't supposed to be doing all that. You want to be playing with death, but then when death come and find your ass, you want people to feel bad for you. Oh, we got to rest in peace this guy. You know, I was reading the comments, rest in peace so-and-so. He was such a good person. I loved all his videos. Bro, what you mean rest in peace? You got what you was supposed to get, man. Like, what you thought was going to happen? You know, eventually your time was going to run out. You know, that's what happens with a lot of these people. You know, it's all fun and games until some danger start happening, you know? You watch a lot of these, I'll be watching car show fails or, you know, exotic car fails, or people be doing all kind of crazy stuff, doing donuts, showing off or whatnot, or wreck they, you know, $100,000 car or whatnot. Like, see, shouldn't have been doing that dumb shit, you know? But this is what our people like doing, man. They like being this here folly, man. All right? Oh, you know what? I'm going to read this as well, too. I said I was going to bring this out. It's Isaiah chapter 3 and verse, I think, 12. Yeah, 3 and 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors and women rule over them. All right? So just briefly touching on that. Hey, you have a lot of our people that's growing up with single mother households or whatnot, you know? Meaning their father's not in the household. And who's the authority figure in in that whole scenario would be the father, all right? Women get emotional and they be like, oh, you can do whatever you want to do. If that's what make you feel good, go do that, whatnot, you know? And all kind of crazy stuff. You should hear about some of the scenarios that get to go on or whatever. Well, if that's what she want to go do, let her go do that. Like, bro, you don't know. You know what your daughter finna go out there and do, you know? But you want to, like, if that's what she want to go do, let her go do it. Yeah, and then when she come back with an STD or come back and she get, you know, so-called raped, or they run a train on her or whatnot, she want to come home and tell them, oh, they raped me. Like, no, they didn't rape you. You knew exactly what you was doing when you went over there, and your mama knew what you was doing when you walked out the house dressed like that, going to this party with these older guys, and they all drinking, and you in high school. She knew what the fuck was going on. Y'all know what's going on, but yet still, because you lack authority, you lack judgment, you see what I'm saying, and you got the authority figure out of the household, this is what's going to happen, man. All right, but nevertheless, continuing on, it says, oh, my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the ways of thy path. So dealing with that, all of our people's peers, you know, whether it be these rappers, you know, especially these rappers who's always talking about sipping lean and sleeping with somebody else's wife, all right, killing and murdering, doing all kind of drugs. These types of things cause our people to err, keep doing all these things, man. All right, look at Lil Wayne. Look at how many people, all these generations, this whole generation now is pretty much Lil Wayne children. All right, they all tatted up from head to toe like Lil Wayne. They all got dreads and stuff like Lil Wayne. All right, they all drinking lean and doing drugs like Lil Wayne and whatnot, man. They all doing the same old thing. So, you know, a lot of this go on to our rappers and things like that, man. All right, because why? These are the people that lead our people the majority of the time. And if not, it's a lack of leadership in the household with their parents, you know. Their parents, you know, you don't have the father in the household, or the father may be around, but he was raised up by his single mother. So he lacking, you know, judgment and the rule of authority like that, you know. Or you might be living with the mama, and the mama just let them go do whatever they want to go do. Or she don't even have the authoritative voice to be able to delay that down. I see that now, you know, with my sister and her kids, you know. Be over there trying to yell at her kids or negotiate with her kids, and it just don't go like that because it's really not even in her voice. You know, men have that deep voice like that. A man will raise up his voice, the whole room will get quiet quick. you know? Just like when a woman screams, men will be up at alert, like, what the fuck is going on? But let a man scream. Ain't nobody really checking for that, you know? But, you know, when a man raises up his voice, hey, y'all, chill out with that bullshit, you know? Everybody get quiet, you know? Moms be like, come on, man. Come on, guys. Please. Come on. I'll get... And then they be negotiating. You want to do this? You want to do that? And we'll take you out to ice cream. Just be good. You see what I'm saying? This is what's going on. So they lacking judgment. And they getting up here and they following this here multitude to do this wickedness, man. All right, so how long you simple ones will you love simplicity? All right, I'm going to go ahead and close out with that. Lord willing, this here lesson was edifying unto the elect. Until next time, I say, call halal YAHAWAH, BAHASHIM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHIM, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone that taught us this truth and that rule well. And salutation and much love for you, I can pushing this truth and sincerity on the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. Until next time, I say, stay strong and shalom.